Hello guys, it is Lex FIFA here, and today I'm going to be giving you another episode of Stroll to Sociedad. As you can see here, we did win Casemiro on that 150 coin bid, and today I would just like to open up by saying, don't you guys ever have those days where you're just not playing your best FIFA, or maybe you are, but the opponent is just getting lucky breaks right there and then, just like in this match here. So he makes it 1-0 because this guy has decent chemistry. He has Dos Santos and another gold striker I can't remember from Real Betis. So I was pretty nervous about those front two up there. But we do make it 1-1 with Joe Ledley on the corner. And Joe Ledley has just been doing great with us on those corners. And he was in my starter pack, so I'm probably just going to be using him for a lot of games until I can replace him with Sociedad players. So we do run with Kim Sung-woo and cross it into Ifran. We get a lucky goal there. We just slid it under his keeper. And we do make it 2-1 with Ifran. And at this point, I was kind of happy. I was in a bad mood that day. So when he made it 2-2, I was really mad because I was dominating the play. And I don't think the score at halftime fairly reflected what was going on in the game. We had a bunch of chances. We tried to chip the keeper there with Ifran, didn't work. Granero should have scored there. And at halftime, it was 2-2 in a single match game. And at this point, I was just like, I'm confident I can get back into this game and start getting into the lead. As you can see, he had a little bit more possession, but his bronze goalkeeper was making these kind of saves. And I mean, at this point, I was kind of getting upset because I was dominating the play, and I felt like I was wasting my time because I should have won this game at 90th minute. But we still had to go to extra time, and look at the stats. I had 10 shots and 9 on target. I still didn't score more than 2 goals. So we go in the second half, and again, I'm having all the chances. I hit the post with a header, and then Ifran doesn't score this chance, and this is when I knew it just wasn't going to be my day. I sent Kim Sung-soo through, and because he's a bronze, he shot it right at the keeper. And at halftime and extra time, it is still 2-2. This guy was he was on thin ice. We had 13 shots and 11 on target, and we still did not get that third goal. Griezmann couldn't score there. And, I mean, we hit the crossbar. We were just dominating the play in this game. And just to make me even more pissed off, Jorge Molina is sent through, and somehow he scores in the 120th minute. I was so mad at this point. I mean, come on, really? I dominated the entire game, and I had one more chance at the last second there. I dominated the entire game, and I still lost. And at this point, I did actually throw the controller at the wall, and it broke. So I did have to buy a new controller, but that doesn't matter because I have a new one, and I used that to play the next game. So we went to the next game, and this one is actually in division, so I could complete some of the manager tasks. And yeah, so we go into this game against this guy with Al Tawoon FC or something like that. And as soon as I saw his front two, once you guys see his front two, you understand why I was nervous. I was not confident going into this game. He had Marco Sal and Victory Barbo, and I was just like, he's going to be sweaty as crazy. However, we do have the first chance with Antoine Griezmann, and we hit the post. Even though he has a 3-star weak foot, he's got to finish more of these chances that I make for him. He's got to finish them. I mean, even though he's not on full chemistry, he might even be on full chemistry, he's got to finish those. Marco Sal makes it 1-0, and that's what I'm talking about. All he has to do is just go through with one of those players and score. Here again is a prime example of Griezmann's finishing. He has 3-star weak foot, so it's not like that finish is impossible, and he's just got to finish those. So yeah, I mean, at this point I was just really mad. It just really was not one of my days in FIFA, and you'll see throughout the video how it just gets worse. EA were just trolling me at this point. They were just like, you know what? Lex already broke a controller. Let's just make him rage even more. And you think after buying a new controller and spending like 50 bucks on a new controller that I would, you know, just calm myself down. But at this point, I mean, I'm a really competitive guy. I mean, just look at the stats, man. 6 shots and 60% possession. And he still was at 1-1. And to make it worse, he just muscles through with Ibarbo, and he finishes it with a sweaty goal with his bronze player. His bronze players are finishing better than my gold players. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, we continue to have a lot of the chances. He had 1 shot in the second half, or 2 shots in the second half, I believe that was it, with Marco Sal. And the goal, and like, just look at this. How is Granero not finishing this? It's just insane. And at 90 minutes, he does win 2-1, and I was just so mad at this point. I didn't want to play any more games at that point. I just wanted to get the manager tasks done. So all I had to do was play like 2 single match games and do a couple of club maintenance. So I did apply a contract there to Granero to finish one of the manager tasks, and I do apply one to Griezmann there. So you actually had to buy a ball too as well to finish one of the manager tasks. So I did go ahead. That's my favorite ball right there, the Adidas 11 Pro Glider. And this is when I just knew it was not my day. So I did put a bid on the Pro Glider. Before that, we do apply a basic commercial style to Danny Estrada to finish one of the manager tasks. And yeah, we do actually win the ball on that 150 coin bid, but then it turns out it's a duplicate. And at that point, I didn't bother to check what ball I actually had currently, and of course, it was the same exact one that was in my club. At this point, I was just so done. I wasn't even mad anymore. I was just so done. I didn't want to do anything related to FIFA, but I just had to finish the manager task. So we do just pick up this ball on a 150 coin bid. It's like the same ball except it's black and red. And yeah, I mean, it's really disappointing because 150 coins at this point is a lot. So we do challenge the team of the week. That's one of the manager tasks we have to finish. And of course, just to make me pissed off even more, we lose our connection to the EA servers. At this point, I don't know how I didn't like break something else, because I was just so pissed at this point. Actually, it didn't count off on the record or anything. It didn't count as DNF or anything. It left me in the same point I had like 5 minutes ago, which was just a complete waste of time. I did win the match 3-1 though when I put it back on amateur difficulty. I just had a bronze team with all my Sociedad players on the bench to get their fitness up. And yeah, so we had 12 tasks completed in the manager task, and we do decide to go into a single player tournament to finish that last manager task, and we win 2-1 against PAOK. So yeah, after this task is when the video is going to end. After this pack is when the video is going to end. So we do get the free pack from the manager tasks, and in it we don't really get that good of players, as you'll see coming up right now. So as we wait and see what's going to be in the pack, I'm just going to end the episode here. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Stroll to Sociedad. I am going to upload an episode of Borussia Dortmund Career Mode soon, because that is the new series I'm going to be doing. So we do keep Carrillo actually there. And I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you all later. See ya!